Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, isn't just dominating the WNBA, she's making waves in the financial world too.
You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
In 2024, this Indiana Fever star skyrocketed to the top, raking in a jaw-dropping $11.1 million. That makes her not only the highest-paid WNBA player in history, Caitlin's $11.1 million didn't just come from her WNBA salary. In fact, her base pay with the Indiana Fever is just $76,535, a solid paycheck, sure, but nothing compared to the massive endorsement deals she's landed. In fact, 99% of her income is from endorsements. That's $11 million of her total earnings right there. Now let's put this in perspective. The top earner, tennis sensation Coco Gauff, made $30.4 million this year. But Caitlin? She's standing shoulder to shoulder with her, and she's just getting started. It's wild to think that just last year, Caitlin was lighting up college basketball with Iowa, packing arenas and breaking attendance records. Fast forward to today, and she's transforming the Indiana Fever into must-see basketball. Caitlin Clark is proof that women's sports are booming. For years, people said female athletes couldn't pull in those kinds of numbers. But Caitlin? She's out here flipping the script, showing that when you're an electrifying player with a brand fans love, the sky's the limit. Here's where it gets really interesting, folks. Caitlin Clark's $11.1 million payday, a staggering 99% of that came from endorsements. Yeah, you heard me, 99%. Her WNBA base salary? Just $76,535, and sure, that's nothing to scoff at, but compared to her endorsement deals, it's a tiny piece of the pie. But here's the thing. Her skills on the court are what make her such a hot commodity off it. Caitlin Clark is dominating both the game and the market, locking in over 10 major endorsements in her rookie year alone. Let's break it down. At the top of the list is Nike, with a jaw-dropping 8-year deal worth over $3 million annually. That's right, Nike didn't just sign her, they invested in her future. But it doesn't stop there. She's also teaming up with brands like Gatorade, State Farm, Wilson, Panini, Hy-Vee, Xfinity, Gainbridge, and even pharmaceutical giant Lilly. Now, why are all these major brands lining up to work with Caitlin Clark? Simple. She's a magnet for younger audiences, and she's helping these companies connect with the next generation of consumers. From her highlight reels on the court to her relatable personality off it, she's the perfect mix of talent and marketability. And let's be real, it's working. These partnerships aren't just boosting her income, they're elevating the brands themselves. Caitlin is proving that women's basketball is no longer just about the game, it's about big business. And for a rookie to already be at this level, that's not just impressive, it's historic. Oh, and let's not forget, this is just the start of her career. If Caitlin Clark can do all this in year one, imagine what's coming next. The sky isn't the limit for her, it's just the beginning. While Caitlin Clark is breaking records and dominating the spotlight, there's a huge problem lurking in the background. The wage gap. Caitlin's WNBA salary? A mere $76,535. Hard to believe, right? Especially when you compare it to Zachary Rissaker, the #1 pick in the 2024 NBA draft. The guy signs a 4-year contract worth $57 million, and in just the 2024-25 season, he's making $12.6 million. Yes, you read that right. $12.6 million in a single season. It's a staggering difference. Now, Caitlin Clark's $1 million in earnings this year isn't from her base salary. That's mostly from her endorsements, making her an outlier in the WNBA. Brands like Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, and more have recognized her star power and jumped on the chance to partner with her. Caitlin wasn't just playing basketball. She was packing arenas, breaking attendance records game after game. Fans flocked to see her, and every single game felt like something historic was happening. Now, she's brought that same electric energy to the Indiana Fever. In 2024, Caitlin didn't just show up. She helped the Fever smash the WNBA's single-season attendance record with over 300,000 fans in the stands. That's not just impressive, it's a movement in the making. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player, she's a global icon, changing the game and inspiring a whole new generation. And the best part? This is just the beginning. But let's be real. The fact that Caitlin Clark is earning so much more from sponsorships than her actual salary shows just how far the WNBA has to go to close the pay gap. Caitlin's an incredible player, and she's reshaping the landscape of women's basketball, but the reality is clear. Women athletes are still underpaid. The pay disparity between the NBA and WNBA is massive, and it's time for that to change. Caitlin Clark's success is proof that women's sports can generate big money. Now it's time to make sure the women who are driving that success see the rewards they deserve. Caitlin Clark's bonus earnings. Because these numbers tell a story of a rookie who didn't just step up to the challenge, she dominated. As we know, Caitlin's first year in the WNBA was nothing short of remarkable, and her bonuses are a reflection of just how much she brought to the table. First, Caitlin earned a solid $10,300 for making the All-WNBA first team, which is no small feat. This honor places her in the company of the league's top players, recognizing her exceptional talent and performance throughout the season. And that's just the beginning. She was also awarded $5,150 for being named Rookie of the Year, a prestigious accolade that recognizes not just her talent, but her massive impact on the WNBA from day one. Caitlin was selected as an All-Star, earning $2,575 for that recognition. Then, she picked up another $2,500 for making the All-Rookie team and $1,136 for helping her team reach the first round of the playoffs. Let's do the math here. Caitlin's bonuses alone add up to nearly $20,000, and that's just in 1 year as a rookie. These bonuses are more than just extra cash. They're a sign of her excellence on the court and the immense respect she's already earning from the WNBA. However, they also highlight the wage disparity in the league. Caitlin's base salary of just $76,535 might seem incredibly low compared to the millions NBA players are making. And it shows that while Caitlin is making an impact off the court with her endorsement deals, the salary gap is still staggering. But let's not lose sight of the bigger picture here. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent who is not only breaking records on the court, but also helping to elevate women's basketball into a new era. As her influence grows, so too will the recognition and financial opportunities, and with it, the hope that one day, players like her will be paid what they truly deserve. At just 22 years old, Caitlin Clark has already achieved more than most athletes do in an entire career. She's not just a rising star, she's a trailblazer, changing the game for women's basketball in ways we've never seen before. In just her rookie year, Clark has shown the world that women's basketball is not only exciting and thrilling to watch, but it's also a legitimate platform for major financial success. Her meteoric rise is inspiring a whole new generation of players, fans, and sponsors to invest in the sport. Now, while the list is dominated by tennis superstars, with Coco Gauff leading the pack at an eye-watering $4 million, Caitlin Clark's rise in basketball signals a powerful breakthrough. Basketball, traditionally overlooked in these kinds of rankings, is finally getting its due, and Caitlin, as a rookie, is at the forefront of this movement. Clark's $1 million in earnings not only makes her the highest paid player in the WNBA's history, but it also signals a cultural shift. Women's basketball is gaining the recognition it deserves, and athletes like Caitlin Clark are proving that basketball can be just as lucrative for women as it is for men. This is more than just about pay. It's about visibility, representation, and the undeniable impact Caitlin Clark is having in taking the women's sports movement to new heights. Endorsement deals and record-breaking earnings aren't just the result of her talent on the court. They reflect the shift in perception about women's sports as a whole. Caitlin's impact isn't limited to just her play on the hardwood. She's helping to reshape the future of women's basketball, and her story is one of empowerment and possibility for everyone who dreams of breaking barriers. Clark is showing the world that the future of women's sports is bright, and with her leadership, the game is reaching new heights that will inspire and empower generations to come. Caitlin Clark is showing us what's possible when talent, charisma, and opportunity collide. She's a rookie breaking records, selling out arenas and cashing checks, on her way to becoming a global icon. So, what's next for this rising superstar? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark's journey has only just begun. The world is watching as she paves the way for the next generation of athletes. With her combination of skill, heart, and undeniable star power, she's not just changing the game, she's redefining it. Keep your eyes on Caitlin Clark. She's about to make history, and we're all here to witness it.